Last round.
The final round of the evening, guys.
And you just see everyone just dropping out as we get further along.
Yeah, a lot of people. But we've talked about this. With it being 5 rounds on a Tuesday, there's a good chance that some people have work the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have work the next morning.
True.
Some people travel from Loudoun County, from West Virginia. They have like half-hour, 45-minute drive to get home.
Yeah. So
they're like, all right, I'm sitting 2-2 or so going into the final round. I'll drop out. Or I'm 1-3 right now. See you guys next week.
Yep.
No.
So Eric and Tim sitting with 12 points.
I
was going to say must intentionally draw.
They did. They said, I think Eric was the one that came up to Tim and was like, hey, this match is abysmal. I don't like playing it. I don't think you like playing it. We both get 13 points. Give us closer to the top 8.
Yeah.
Locks me in better for first. One ID. Tim's like, sure. So they both take their 13 points and go on their merry ways.
Cowards. Charles and Dustin we've both seen on camera.
We have.
At least once tonight. So we drop down to Jacob and Lyle.
And Jeremy.
For round 5.
Oh, so it is Jacob and Lyle?
It is going to be Jacob and Lyle.
It's been a while since we've seen Lyle on camera.
True. And he's got a fun new deck.
Ooh.
That he's ready to play. So let's just go ahead and hop into round 5. You know what we didn't check? Maybe it was already turned down, but we'll check it for this one. The sound. Totally on.
Quiet.
So Lyle.
Oh yes, this
Jacob.
fun deck. He totally crushed my hopes and dreams with it.
Yep. Mardu mid-range, Mardu control, because mid-range is a longer word.
It's not really mid-rangey, I'd say. I think it's more of the control style. Because, as control-y as a Mardu deck can be, you're running Lightning Bolts, you're running Dark Confidants, you're running Lingering Souls in there. You know, it's got man lands to, get at you. It's just a nice value deck.
Straw polls going up, guys. Get those votes in.
I don't know. Lyle's in chat. I don't know if he has a specific name that he uses for the deck.
You know what? I let you go ahead and say all that, but I already talked to Lyle.
Oh, and he said
mid-range /
control.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. But I let you go ahead and just make me feel like I was dumb.
What?
Yeah. No, it's not mid-range. It's definitely there
I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem very... I don't know. Maybe that's... I didn't see everything that the deck has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So there could be some components of it that are mid-rangey that
Did you see the treatment I get, guys? On our Magic Mondays.
It's true. Really?
What does Brett know?
I hate Brett. We're enemies.
I believe it.
So here's my... Oh, look how excited he is. There's my pick for making top 8 this season. Even Lyle's excited to be on camera today.
Yeah, you had the right pick for this week. And probably next week. Poor Keenan.
Oh, he missed out on this week, I know.
He did. I need Keenan back.
I need Keenan back.
Get those votes in, guys. Let us know who's going to take this game.
Evens or odds?
Seven cards. I picked Brett for making top 8. It's basically Jund and Mardu.
Okay. That sounds fun.
It's a pretty fun deck when I played against him. Here's a Marsh Flats.
All right, get it going. Let's get some lands out of here.
Jacob's still confused. I'm supposed to be keeping track of your life total or mine?
I do like that. Like the other player always is like, "Hey, let me help you out."
Yeah, don't worry.
Got you.
I can reach this.
Tim on camera gathering up his stuff. He's like, yeah, I don't have to play.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's it. Blood Crypt coming down for Lyle. You're gonna untap and take his second turn.
Create energy equal to 1 crackling doom.
Here's the Shambling Vince. Passes back. And Voice of Resurgence.
I like that. Because now all that stuff like lightning bolts and things that would be killing it are now making tokens.
Robin chat, hey, when are we going to start recording Commander games?
Alright, so we've got, looks like an Nahiri's in there.
Sure.
We've got Grim Lavamancer, Liliana, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix.
I mean, these are all really good cards.
Yeah. And Grim Lavamancer, pass. Now that is a good way to get around it, because now you can sit there and kill off Voice and then use the Bolt on the token. Or vice versa, whatever you're feeling. Feeling froggy.
I think you have to do vice versa. Grim Lavamancer only does 1 damage.
2.
Does it do 2?
I thought it does 2. Because you exile 2 cards, 1 for each card exiled.
Oh, 2. Yeah, alright.
That's the way I remembered it.
Here's the Loxodon Smiter.
Ooh, nice. And he says, I'll crash in for 2 while you're hanging out with your Grim Lavamancer's. I think I like the Otter one the best so far, as the creature collections go. Whoa. Thought Seizing. Oh, look at that. A Night Wiltleaf Sage.
Oh my. What was that? Wiltleaf Leash?
Yep, that one. Wiltleaf Sage, you know, he's the
2
friend
Leonin
of
Arbiters
Wiltleaf,
and a Hushwing Griff. It's gonna go ahead and yank one of those Leonin Arbiters.
Seems good.
Stirring Wildwood. Crashing in. Going to 12. But gonna go ahead and knock the Voice down.
Smart.
Oh, I'm sorry. 11. Loxodon's a 4/4.
He is.
For
Here
3.
comes a second one now.
Oh, okay, it's a Dark Confidant.
Is there no other land right now for Lyle?
Yeah,
Because that makes things difficult.
He's running on 3 lands.
'Cause, I mean, that's normally an okay place to be with the amount of removal he's got, but those Smiters are tough to deal with.
Lightning Bolt, the token,
Yeah, get it out now before things get crazy.
and then play
Dark Confidant.
Dark Confidant.
Lots of damage potential coming across, though. Because he has that Wilt Leaf still. That didn't get taken. Because if he had, then he'd be taking a lot more damage earlier. But so Wilt Leaf, I'll take a damage to play that.
And double block. Protect his life total. You know, it'd be really good here.
A land into Damnation.
Well, alright. You're right.
Or a land into Wrath of God.
You're right.
Okay. What were you gonna say though?
Path of Exile.
Oh, okay. That's good too.
But Damnation and Wrath of God. No paths either, Brett. Lyle already knows. He already knows. Liliana comes down, exile one of those creatures.
Just second.
Or sack it.
That would be awesome if you exile. You're so used to Nahiri now, exiling
Yeah.
everything.
Stirring Wildwood getting activated.
At you. He says.
You sure?
Come on, Lily's sitting at 1. Don't you want to kill her first?
She's a prime target.
Mm-hmm.
Hatebears up 1-0.
I mean, Jacob had a solid amount of damage going through there. And not like the more controlling style of Arbiters and blowing up your lands. He didn't go for that style. And Lyle got held up on lands anyway. Who do you want to read off?
I'll read Jacob's.
Okay.
So we got 1 Spellskite, 1 Linvala, Keeper of Truth, 1 Burton, Forge Tinder, 2 Core Firewalker, 3 Stony Silence, 1 Scavenging Ooze, 1 Choke, 1 Gaddock Teague, 1 Fracturing Gust, 2 Surgical Extraction, and 1 Dismember. I personally like your Core Firewalker, your Spellskite, your Burton Forge Tender, and Gaddock Teague. Is that also the no? Burton you sack to protect from a red source.
Gaddock Teague is more against control
Okay.
and Tron.
Right. Even Scavenging Ooze.
Even the Scoos here gain some extra life, eat some stuff.
He's gonna lose some creatures to Lyle's removal spells, so having the Scavenging Ooze there, I'm sure he's running at least 1 or 2 of in his main board anyway. But just throwing a third one in there is probably good. Yeah,
that seems like a solid set there. So Lyle's sitting there with 1 Crumble to Dust, 2 Slaughter Games, 3 Fulminator Mage, 1 Grim Lavamancer, 1 Sorin Solemn Visitor, 1 Wear and Tear, 1 Zealous Persecution, 3 Stony Silence, and 2 Rest in Peace.
Seems to be the number 3 Stony Silence.
3 Stony Silence. It's a good number to have. I love the Sorin coming in though. Solemn Visitor, it allows you to get +1/+0 and lifelink until your next turn. So it not only affects your turn, but your opponent's turn. That if they start attacking in, you'll gain some life. Then it can also make a 2/2 vampire. So Sorin, great choice for this. Zealous Persecution, I also like. Buffs your team by your guys get +1/+1. Theirs get -1/-1. So in some of those situations where he might choose to block, he could trade off favorably. Those are the main things I like seeing there. Slaughter Games, again, there's not like a 1 card that he's super worried about to be stripping away. The Lavamancer, he's already got 1 in the main board, and the 2 damage is alright in certain situations, but we saw where it's like, alright, here's my Smiters. Your Lavamancer is not going to help you here.
True.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling is the Solemn Visitor and the Zealous Persecution. I guess you can make the argument that Lavamancer could come in, but I definitely like those 2 for coming in.
Okay. Well, we will have to see as we are shuffling up for game number 2. Week number 4 of our second player invitational.
Good way to help rocket one of these players up into that top 8, higher up in there, those kind of 6th, 7th, 5th place.
They're basically playing for positions in the top 8.
Yeah, at this point in time. I mean, it's still early in the season. It's only week 4, but we're starting to get, even by week 4, that kind of rough idea of within our top 16 who has a real chance of locking themselves in. I mean, we don't really get a lock in until that, usually week 8 or 9. But we'll see. Okay, cool. And so Lyle making a note that he also brought in the Lavamancer. because it pairs well with the lightning bolt. Basically, you're dealing 5 damage instead of just the 3. So he can kill off like the smiters and stuff like that if he gets that interaction.
It matches their eyes. I'm just saying, if anyone who's trying to vie for top 8 contention wants to come talk to me about the Aura Swap deck, I will gladly hook them up with the list. Talk about something that's going to skirt under the radar and get some easy wins.
Easy wins, you think?
Easy wins.
Easy
wins.
Hey, I need some Annihilator 2 right now.
Yep. What's that? You're swinging for an 11/11 that has hexproof and flying? Oh. Trample 2? Okay.
Okay.
I played against that mono red control deck this morning.
Yeah, how was that?
And he was not happy. He was trying to Magma Jet
and you're
my
no.
Boggle, and I'm like, no, Shambling good for a while. Passes over Jacob Forrest into a Noble.
Can I look at your hand? And he says, you may look at my hand.
Inquisition of Kyle's like, nah, dude, unhinged lands, whiteboard, nope, don't have a line on those. I don't think those exist. Aether Vial, 2 Leonin Arbiter. Is that the new Thalia?
It is the new Thalia.
Okay.
And
couple lands.
So basically that is gotta be what Lyle picks here, I feel. Because if you don't, you're facing that down next turn. That means all your creatures and all your lands are coming in tapped, and he doesn't have a red source right now. Oh, but he did get to go first, so he Inquisitioned before he played his land.
Yep.
So he'll be able to bolt that. So I guess no, you could make the argument for an Arbiter here, and then let him go for the Thalia style. But yeah, that's the Thalia is really the biggest threat out of that pile.
Well, if you look at his hand, 2 bolts. He's going to hit one of the
Oh,
nobles.
he did have a second bolt. Okay.
He's going to have another one ready for the Arbiter that's going to come down. And if he can get the mana, Sorin, Solemn Visitor is going to be very helpful for him.
Yeah, I don't mind playing the Vial then here for Jacob. Knowing that there's no threat right now, you can slow it down a little bit. And yeah, he chooses that and goes Temple Garden. Ooh, quick to bring out the Lingering Souls.
Sure. Get that early pressure going. Untap. Draw.
Here's our first Leonin Arbiter. Making sure if anyone wants to search their library, they have to pay 2 mana to do so. Horizon Canopy. And pass turn.
Combat.
2 coming across from these flying spirits. Here comes our...
Pretty sure. Gotta be... I see him kind of debating on what looks to be a Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah,
He's got a couple of cards in his graveyard already. Unfortunately, one is Lingering Souls. So I don't know if he wants... Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and flash that back.
He's
got a Bolt and an Inquisition. Yep. So create a couple more spirits, and then he's ready next turn to be able to get rid of the first Leonin Arbiter.
Ooh, your favorite card.
Yeah.
At the exile.
Smitty 1.
And what's
110.
nice is with Leonin Arbiter, Lyle can't fetch and find that basic he needs to get Sworn online. Ooh, and a Tech Edge is there now too. So Tech Edge can shut down the man lands. Vial there, of course, can get a second Sorin or a second Leonin Arbiter. And ooh, Wilt Leaf. I'm gonna
Crash
swing in
for
for 3.
Yeah. Making sure his life totals.
So 16 to 15 passes over. While if we get a land off this, this could change things here. Ooh, okay, that makes it difficult though.
Yeah.
Because he does get a land. And with a second. Okay. With a second arbiter, if he says crack, Jacob could potentially respond, activate Vial, bring him in.
And you'd have to pay 2 more.
So we'll see. Choosing. Three.
Dropping Jacob to 13. Lightning bolt.
On this one. Okay, and now he's going to fetch. So he waits for him to activate the vial and then bolts so he can sneak it in without having to pay the 2. Alright, let's see. Kills off the man land.
Nice guy.
Tight match at this point in time. Like, there's a decent amount of damage from Jacob on his side, and Lyle's left in this. He's got these flyers, so he's got evasion, and he's trying to get this sort of stabilization period go, where if he can draw into a non-fetch land,
yep,
he can get Sworn online, and things completely can swing in his favor.
Dark Confidant, it looks like.
It's dangerous. I mean, at least it's a guy that he can use to block with. Probably doesn't have very much damage that he'll take off of that.
No, and Dark Confidant is such a low life total, it makes me nervous. I know numbers wise, he probably is not running anything above 4.
Yeah.
But even 4 is...
But then, I mean, he's got to sit there and do the math now and say, okay, I have this many 4-drops in my deck, this many 3-drops, this many 2-drops, this many 1-drops. The likelihood of me taking a bunch of damage is pretty low.
So Jacob, comfortable enough to crack the canopy, draw a card.
Oh, play Thalia.
Yep.
Alright, untapped. Keeps it at 2, draws for turn. Alright, plenty of blockers right now. Bringing the team. Thalia is a 3/2 first strike. Leonar Arbiter is a 3/3. I don't remember what Wilt Leaf is. What is she at? 3/3? 4/4?
4/4.
4/4. Alright. You will die. You guys are going to block here to kill off your Wilt Leaf. And I'll take 3. Go to 4. Still have a Spirit left. Still have the Grim Lavamancer. Or no, that's Exile. Just kidding. His Exile is there. Isn't that the old school Thalia? It is the old school Thalia. Ooh! Vile and Core Firewalker. Play my land, and now he's got no cards in hand. Does Lyle draw a land here? He does, but it's a fetch land. And so yeah, he can't. He has got nothing that he can do in that. Like that, Leonin Arbiters really hurt him there.
Yeah, having 2 Leonin Arbiters is battling him through 1 is hard enough. So having to battle 2 as well.
And okay, so I can see why Lyle would bring in the second Lavamancer in that situation, where because there's old Thalia, new Thalia, Leonin Arbiter, Scoozes, like there's so many things that have 2 mana or 2 life that you can kill off with him. But
So yeah.
So Jacob gets there, going up to 12 points. We did get to see a little bit of another new deck. That was the 3rd new deck.
Telling you,
man, that was
Comic Kung Fu.
That
this
was
is
sweet.
You want to see innovation? That's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and Thalia attacks.
Oh yeah, and the Thalia attacks. Yeah, helps around that. So. So a lot of good reasons to bring in both of those. Cool. So exciting stuff for tonight. We got to see 3 new decks on camera.
First time.
For the first time, we got to see the Tron Esper Gifts deck. We got to see Elves. We got to see the last one, the Mardu Control, Mardu Midrange, whatever you like to call it there. So a lot of good decks to be able to see tonight. So before we go to see the point tunnels and do all that normal stuff, make sure you're following the stream so you are eligible to win a sticker. Dun, dun, dun.
But you gotta follow the stream.
If you're not following, you're not eligible to win. Because we're going to do a giveaway very soon. But before we do that, we wanted to say thank you to everybody tuning in and watching at home.
You guys.
Because you all are awesome. You help make what Modern Magic Mondays is, which is hopefully a nice educational and fun stream for everybody watching at home.
You get off of work after coming back on Monday. You missed out on all the Magic, the Pro Tour happening over the weekend. And you're just like, you know what? I watched enough Standard. Let's go watch some Modern. So thank you guys so much. To Comic Kung Fu and Trip, the owner there, and to Dionysus Bacchus, Chris Bennett, our table judge / general manager of Cork Street Tavern. Thank you guys for
awesome.
setting up, being patrons to Modern Magic Mondays, helping us out to keep this stream alive. Big thanks to you guys. To Dionysus Bacchus, Lila Goyf, Tatradamus, Burgleton, Stormdust07, Nate Hop 34, our mystery donor Atticus, and as always, Drewski Brew just donated, throwing a couple bucks our way to keep the stream alive. This is the sort of stuff that helps us continue this journey to bring you guys great Modern coverage and to hopefully teach you guys something. That's really what we're trying to do. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. So again, check us out as well at FarmersRNR, at The Real Nan Man, and at Modern Mondays. So you know what other projects we're working on besides Magic stuff, because Brett does his variety streaming every week, always Fridays for Casual Fridays. But this week he is doing full-time streaming.
Full-time streaming. I'm the full-time streamer this week.
Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross?
Oh yeah.
The other way around.
No, Chrono Trigger first, Chrono Cross next, and we will be 100% all the way through. We're going to try for everything since I got the whole week.
Yes.
So that'll be exciting.
And then, of course, the YouTubes and all that good stuff. If you're following our Twitters, you'll see links to our YouTubes and all that stuff. We'll post up videos. At Modern Mondays, the Twitter itself has a link directly to the YouTube channel, so you guys can check that out. But before we do the point standings, why don't we do a giveaway?
Let's do it.
So you want to do exclamation giveaway sticker?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do MMM tonight? What are you feeling?
Let's do MMM.
All right. So for everybody, the giveaway has started. Just simply type MMM to be eligible to win a sticker.
Oh, I forgot you did this. Can I do it?
Can I do it? So we'll run it for, what time is it? 9:31. We'll do it for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll cut it off and figure out.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you guys really want to give away, I've got a deck list that I just bought on MTGO. This Aura Swap deck is sick. If you guys didn't have a chance to check it out, do so, because it is awesome, fun, turn 3, make yourself... It's kind of like build your own Eldrazi.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it, build your own Eldrazi. Yeah.
I like that.
Aura Swap out, build your own Eldrazi in. +10/+10, trample, annihilator 2.
So it seems like it is a
Go.
budget list. I wonder what you can
Oh, it's
do
absolutely
to
a
make
budget
it not as budgety.
Path Exile. Arcana Wings, yes! It needs Path to Exile. There were a couple times I was like, man, Path to Exile would be great here.
Alright, so I think it's been a minute.
So what do I do now?
I forgot. I think it's just giveaway and it ends it. Let's find out. Oh, Dionysus Bacchus is our winner. Congratulations.
Sorry,
You win a Modern Magic Monday sticker, so we'll bring one for you tomorrow as well when I bring one for Lyle and Patrick. So, congratulations. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Yo, Austin Lee Jones with the last
Thank
minute
you.
follow. Thank you so much,
But
dude.
you're eligible for next week's potential giveaway.
Come on out.
So why don't we slide over and get our current point standings
Yeah.
to round up the end of the stream tonight.
So here
this
we
is
are.
Last week's
Points.
Ooh, the mystery. Who is starting in first place?
And now, here they are,
Wow.
updated.
Eric Bloom sitting at 55 points now.
Yep.
Jacob at second place with 49. Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, whoa, calm down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's my pick for this season.
Yes, calm down.
Okay, then we're unbiased
Yeah.
in this coverage.
Derek Sellers with 47. Charles right behind at 46.
Oh, nice.
Lyle with 43. Ben and TJ sharing 6th and 7th with 39. And then Jeremy is our 8th place.
Season 1 champion.
Season
skating in just like, I'll make it back in. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Right behind him, we've got Tim and Keenan. So, we've also got a couple people at 30 points. Chris Bauer, Phil, and Chris Carosa.
New to season 2.
New to season 2, Chris is.
But
And Phil.
doing very well. That as well. Yep, Phil as well.
We got some other guys in the 20s, but like I'd say in the 30s right now have the big potential. Anybody in the 20s though could have a very deep run one of the weeks, and some of our other topper players might not do as well, which has been a lot of what the beginning of season 2 has been, which has made it so exciting. So we'll keep our eyes out as it progresses through this season, because that was week 4. That means 6 more weeks to go.
It's hard to believe that we have 6 more weeks left.
Yeah.
It's been a slow and exciting season. I like it.
Yeah, it's been, and we've had a nice variety of decks too, because there's been some people that are like, you know what, I'm doing something completely different for season 2.
Sure.
And that's cool to see too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of variety, and it's already shaping up that we're having different players in the top 8 from last season.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, it's still early in the season. Anything could happen. But the best ways to find coverage is, of course, over here, twitch.tv/TheRealNameman. So make sure you guys are checking us out next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, for some more Modern Magic Mondays.
All right, guys. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.